Hello， 大家好啊！今天呢，咱们来说一下这个兔的新 BOSS。那我们呢，首先来大体上过一下它的机制啊，就是开局的时候呢，大家可以看到这个 BOSS 呢是有4个部位，左右2个钳子，上面1个尾巴，中间呢1个核心。这次的零件呢虽然不是很肉，但是判定非常的阴间。大家如果感觉不太好打的话，可以在设置里把这个准星校正设计给打开。想打尾部的话，需要打尾巴最上面这一块；钳子的话，则需要打它钳的前面这2块尖儿。核心的话倒是挺正常的，是在正中间。在开局的时候，大家可以看到这个 BOSS 呢是用钳的送了一个非常炫酷的特效，这个呢就召唤左右的小怪，这小怪必须及时打掉，不然的话会连掩体一起把你的人给炸死。不过这个小怪呢是不能被 AOE 还有群体攻击所伤害到的，必须要大家自己去打。那小怪机制抖完之后呢 ，BOSS 会跳一下，然后呢会使用6次机枪，会打你攻击力最高的这个尼级，然后呢会随机撑开2个尼级发射激光，被选中的尼级呢会有这个红色的提示，大家呢可以提前躲掩体。这个激光呢会攻击3次，每破坏1个钳的呢可以减少1次，但是即便只剩1次的激光呢，仍然会是负数判定啊，护盾呢是不能完全抵消的。不过这个激光呢虽然打人很疼啊，但打掩体呢却没有什么伤害。躲完这些机制的之后呢，会放一个属性护盾，这个时候呢必须用铁甲属性代码去破它的护盾。打完红源之后呢 ，BOSS 会进入超载模式，这个时候呢 ，BOSS 会清除自身的debuff，并且免疫15秒的debuff。也就是说呢，这个时候1伤呢是挂不上的，然后呢会再次对你的攻击力最高尼级释放1击枪，之后呢 BOSS 会进行1次自身的判定，如果尾部还在的话，会放这个单体穿透激光，是可以直接秒杀你的尼级的。如果尾巴没了，钳还在的话，则会放1次 AOE， 这个虽然伤害很高，但是如果你血量很健康的话，不会被秒杀，而且呢可以躲掩体。如果尾巴和钳都没有的话，则会进入瘫痪状态。那这个机制走完之后呢 ，BOSS 会进行后跳，然后呢会再生除了核心以外的零件。之后呢 ，BOSS 会循环上述的机制，在结束之后呢，会转阶段。那2阶段 BOSS 啊，它的零件只有1个，就是这个刀刃。那这个刀刃的话，这里给大家标一下这个判定范围啊，它就是前面这一小块刀片，这个呢也是很阴间的，大家注意呢不要打错了。转阶段之后呢，首先会放一个红白圈机制，这里呢这个白圈是用来预告你红圈出现的位置的，所以大家呢打白圈也不会出现什么问题。而且这个时候如果你去打白圈的话，反而呢可以去嫖一些充能。然后呢，会出现这个红圈，这个红圈一定要打掉啊，不然会放1次大枪的 AOE 直接给你秒招的。然后呢 ，BOSS 会再召唤2波小怪，这个呢注意打一下。然后呢，会放一个机枪，依然是攻击你攻击力最高的尼级。然后呢 ，BOSS 会放一个飞弹，这个飞弹呢速度挺快的，不是很好清，伤害呢挺高的，基本上会给你秒了。但是呢，可以通过剁操去给它规避掉。然后呢 ，BOSS 会再次进入超带模式，会释放单体激光，之后呢再放这个 AOE 激光，伤害呢都挺高的。有掩体的话，建议呢最好躲一下掩体。之后如果他刀刃没打破的话，会再升一下这个刀刃，然后呢会放1波机枪，之后呢会再次进入红白圈，这个时候呢誓言就到了。总的来说呢，这期 BOSS 啊，它并不是很难，但是呢非常考验大家的伤害。如果你的队伍伤害不足以去及时打到这些零件，那你队伍的生存压力呢会非常的大，很难打满时间。而且本期呢，它是需要去打这个铁甲代码属性的属性盾的，所以队力呢必须有7甲代码的尼级。然后呢，下忍、减冷却、修掩体、恢复还有护盾这种尼级的，肯定对号也是有的。那本期呢 ，BOSS 毕竟是做铁甲的嘛，所以说呢，这个白雪刀啊，如果说大家想往前排挤的话，最好呢还是出一下。不过因为本期呢，这个 BOSS 啊，它的核心毕竟不常驻，而且呢，它的超带模式呢还会清除自身的减益，零件呢也不算很密集啊。个人猜测呢，这期的分数线应该会在30多亿。那给大家看一下我目前呢打40多亿的流程。当然呢，毕竟我的耗练的角色确实比较少，4股队呢这一期不是很好出。考虑到呢，也有不少玩家想去冲这50亿以上嘛，这里呢也是找到7次大佬要了一期白油刀的流程。
Take it all down, give it up now, tear it all out, baby, love to me now. Take it all down, give it up now, your life, I'll be taking them now. Take it all down, give it up now, tear it all out, baby, love to me. another sacrifice for me. Give birth to a wonderful creation. Glorious, everything belongs to me. Don't you even dare to run away from me. I'll get you, I will tear you down, conquer and claim everything that shines bright. For I will give it a new life, perfection. Give your life up and become mine now. For I am the sublime creator. This is what it's like. This time around is a new beginning. I will create a new form of Genesis. That day has come for a new ideal. For you are turning to something great. Absolute maker. Take it all down, give it up now. Tear it all out, they belong to me now. Take it all down, give it up now. Your life, I'll be taking them now. Take it all down, give it up now. Tear it all out, they belong to me now. Take it all down, give it up now. Your eyes, I'll be taking them out. Come take a look at what I have got. Copy yourself from all these parts I found. Don't you wanna see beautiful surprise come out? Don't know what to expect, scavenge the pieces that I can fabricate. Watch me as I manifest my splendid creation. Bring to me the pieces you can fit me now. I will hunt you down, conquer and claim everything that shines bright. For I will give it a new life, perfection. Give your life up and become mine now. For I am the sublime creator, absolute maker. Take it all down, give it up now. Tear it all out, they belong to me now. Take it all down, give it up now. Your life, I'll be taking them now. Take it all down, give it up now. Tear it all out, they belong to me now. Take it all down, give it up now. Your eyes, I'll be taking them out. Glorious, all the things that I will make. You'll become another sacrifice for me. Give birth to a wonderful creation. Glorious, everything belongs to me. Don't you even dare to run away from me. I'll get you, I will tear you down, conquer and claim everything that shines bright. For I will give it a new life. Come take a look at what I have got. Copy yourself from all these parts I found. Don't you wanna see beautiful surprise come out? Don't know what to expect, scavenge the pieces that I can fabricate. Watch me as I manifest my splendid creation. Bring to me the pieces you can fit me now. I will hunt you down, conquer and claim everything that shines bright. For I will give it a new life, perfection. Give your life up and become mine now. For I am the sublime creator, absolute maker. Take it all down, give it up now. Tear it all out, they belong to me now. Take it all down, give it up now. Your life, I'll be taking them now. Take it all down, give it up now. Tear it all out, they belong to me now. Take it all down, give it up now. Your eyes, I'll be taking them out. Glorious, all the things that I will make. You'll become another sacrifice for me. Give birth to a wonderful creation. Glorious, everything belongs to me. Don't you even dare to run away from me. I'll get you, I will tear you down, conquer and claim everything that shines bright. For I will give it a new life, perfection. Give your life up and become mine now. For I am the sublime creator, Take it all down, give it up now. Tear it all out, baby, belong to me now. Take it all down, give it up now. Your life, I'll be taking them now. Take it all down, give it up now. Tear it all out, baby, belong to me now. Take it all down, give it up now. Your eyes, I'll be taking them out. Glorious, all the things that I will make. You'll become another sacrifice for me. Give birth to a wonderful creation. Glorious, everything belongs to me. Don't you even dare to run away from me. I'll get you. I will tear you down, conquer and claim everything that shines bright. For I will give it a new life. Come take a look at what I have got. Compare yourself from all these parts I found. Don't you wanna see beautiful surprise come out? Don't know what to expect, revenge. The pieces that I can fabricate. Watch me as I manifest my splendid creation. Bring to me the pieces. You can find me now. I will hunt you down, conquer and claim everything that shines bright. For I will give it a new life. Perfection. Give your life up and become mine now. For I am the sublime creator, absolute maker. Take it all down, give it up now. Tear it all out, they belong to me now. Take it all down, give it up now. Your life, I'll be taking them now. Take it all down, give it up now. Tear it all out, they belong to me now. Take it all down, give it up now. Your eyes, I'll be taking them out. Glorious, all the things that I will make. You'll become another sacrifice for me. Give birth to a wonderful creation. Glorious, everything belongs to me. Don't you even dare to run away from me. I'll get you. I will tear you down, conquer and claim everything that shines bright. For I will give it a new life. Perfection. Give your life up and become mine now. For I am the sublime creator. This is what it's like. This time around is a new beginning. I will create a new form of Genesis. That day has come for a new ideal. For you will turn into something great. Absolute maker. Take it all down, give it up now. Tear it all out, they belong to me now. Take it all down, give it up now. Your life, I'll be taking them now. Take it all down, give it up now. Tear it all out, they belong to me now. Take it all down, give it up now. Your eyes, I'll be taking them out. Come take a look at what I have got. Compare yourself from all these parts I found. Don't you wanna see beautiful surprise come out? Don't know what to expect, revenge. The pieces that I can fabricate. Watch me as I manifest my splendid creation. Bring to me the pieces. You can find me now. I will hunt you down, conquer and claim everything that shines bright. For I will give it a new life. Perfection. Give your life up and become mine now. For I am the sublime creator, absolute maker. Take it all down, give it up now. Tear it all out, they belong to me now. Take it all down, give it up now. Your life, I'll be taking them now. Take it all down, give it up now. Tear it all out, they belong to me now. Take it all down, give it up now. Your eyes, I'll be taking them out. Glorious, all the things that I will make. You'll become another sacrifice for me. Give birth to a wonderful creation. Glorious, everything belongs You'll become another sacrifice for me. Give birth to a wonderful creation. Glorious, everything belongs to me. Don't you even dare to run away from me. I'll get you, I will tear you down. Conquer and claim everything that shines bright. For I will give it a new life. Perfection. Give your life up and become mine now. For I am the sublime creator. This is what it's like. This time around is a new beginning. I will create a new form of Genesis. That day has come for a new ideal. For you are turning to something great. Absolute maker. Take it all down, give it up now. Tear it all out, they belong to me now. Take it all down, give it up now. Your life, I'll be taking them now. Take it all down, give it up now. Tear it all out, they belong to me now. Take it all down, give it up now. Your eyes, I'll be taking them out. Come take a look at what I have got. Compare yourself from all these parts I found. Don't you wanna see beautiful surprise come out? Don't know what to expect, scavenge the pieces that I can fabricate. Watch me as I manifest my splendid creation. Bring to me the pieces. You can find me now, I will hunt you down. Conquer and claim everything that shines bright. For I will give it a new life. Perfection. Give your life up and become mine now. For I am the sublime creator. Absolute maker. Take it all down, give it up now. Tear it all out, they belong to me now. Take it all down, give it up now. Your life, I'll be taking them now. Take it all down, give it up now. Tear it all out, they belong to me now. Take it all down, give it up now. Your eyes, I'll be taking them out. Glorious, all the things that I will make. You'll become another sacrifice for me. Give birth to a wonderful creation. Glorious, everything belongs to me. Don't you even dare to run away from me. I'll get you, I will tear you down. Conquer and claim everything that shines bright. For I will give it a new life. Come take a look at what I have got. Compare yourself from all these parts I found. Don't you wanna see beautiful surprise come out? Don't know what to expect, scavenge the pieces that I can fabricate. Watch me as I manifest my splendid creation. Bring to me the pieces. You can find me now, I will hunt you down. Conquer and claim everything that shines bright. For I will give it a new life. Perfection. Give your life up and become mine now. For I am the sublime creator. Absolute maker. Take it all down, give it up now. Tear it all out, they belong to me now. Take it all down, give it up now. Your life, I'll be taking them now. Take it all down, give it up now. Tear it all out, they belong to me now. Take it all down, give it up now. Your eyes, I'll be taking them out. Glorious, all the things that I will make. You'll become another sacrifice for me. Give birth to a wonderful creation. Glorious, everything belongs to me. Don't you even dare to